right, let's get this back day started. Ooh, I'll open up with a superset. Tap out. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Get a really good lat pump going. Oh gosh. Oh, my lats are already cooked. That's been the theme for the past few back days. We're looking for mostly lat and upper to mid back. So very lat focused. Add some lift to the back. Oh. You've never done a superset of mid to wide grip superset with a close grip like we just did as that starter, I'd greatly suggest it. The pump is insane right now. Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. Good set. So I don't know about you. My lats are already, lats are pretty pumped already. Oh, I'll say, when you get going to Planet and you get used to, I mean, let's be honest, some pretty nice equipment, some pretty new, moves pretty well, moves pretty cleanly. It's always clean in there. It's always nice in there. Everyone in there's nice. But it's opened my eyes to just how much I do miss this gym. You never get Planet to yourself like this. Never. You'd have to commit ungodly acts to have a Planet Fitness to yourself. Or break it. Oh, man. But yeah. I mean, this gym may be small, and it may have some old equipment. This is the home gym. This is where we've gymmed for years. So, well, I guess this guy, when he first joined with me, it was at Planet. So I guess Planet's more of his home gym. That's where it all started for him. For me, Stillville, and here is where it started for me. Went to Stillville, Show Me Fitness for years, and then started coming here after COVID, and been here ever since. So, look at this guy. Look at this dude. 2 guys, 1 pump. Let's go. All right. We're going to go ahead and get into some close grip rows. So, with the lat pull downs, I went pretty heavy. That was kind of my goal, was to just go crazy and get a good pump. Those were moderate to lightweight. They're about what we normally use, but I could probably go up in weight. More light squeezing, those pullovers were. So this, I'm also thinking more light squeezing, lean forward with it, pull my lats, and then come in, get a good row in. So nothing too heavy, 160. I normally throw around, 120. I normally throw around the 160 to the 180 if I'm going heavy on it. So this might be too light. I might go up next set, but light squeezing set. Get a good stretch. Maybe finish a little more pumpish as I get exhausted. Oof. 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 That would be perfect for those. I got multiple light squeezing and then some body English to finish out and get a good pump in there. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. Back is already pretty cooked. It's been good. No complaints to be had. 27 minutes into a workout, and you already have a massive pump. We typically go 40 to an hour, sometimes more than an hour, especially on arm days. But this has been great. Whew. Let's focus. A few more now. I think I'm gonna, on the final set, take advantage of how good this particular push grip feels and just alternate 5 each side. Make sure to get a good stretch each time and finish a bit pumpish for a good pump. But I think that's the plan for the next set. All right. So, well, we're late. So something a bit more manageable for a single arm. This handle is about perfect for this because these plastic pieces roll. So it's almost like 2D handles that have been put together. That felt insane. My heart's going right now. There's just a tinge of cardio in that, but that's good. I think we got a few more exercises left us and we're out of here. So let's get it. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Ain't nothing but peanut. Okay, terrible Ronnie Coleman impression. All respect to the man. Y'all are going to hear what I'm about to say. You're going to think I'm insane. Brandon Probo, I think I am. But we're going to finish this workout the way it started. With a pretty good, higher in intensity superset. So we're going to use this gorgeous Smith machine right here that kind of moves freely. And we're going to do bent over rows. And with the same weight, you're just going to go into some very light deadlifts. And we're just going to spam those till failure. And we're going to get a good pump and we're out of here. So maybe that makes no sense to you, but makes sense to me. Intensity up, get a good pump, really good finisher, and we're out of here. Oh yeah, I feel like that's gonna fatigue better than going super heavy on a deadlift and pulling something just to get a good pump for the lower back and be done. All right. But yeah, the whole point of this for me is just we're finishing off the lats and the mid traps. So with the bent over rows, it's gonna help with the Christmas tree and also the width of the back. And then we're getting the lower traps. When people think traps, they think up here. This is your upper traps. What creates the Christmas tree in the middle of your V taper of your back is your mid traps, and then the very bottom of the Christmas tree in here in the middle of your lower back is your lower traps. So we're kind of hitting the whole back with the superset while keeping the intensity high, getting a good pump, and having a pretty decent finisher, in my opinion. So today is a bit different for us. Definitely don't typically train like this, but this has been a fun workout. say, not looking to go heavy on deadlifts, just very pumpish, very high intensity. Just looking to fatigue the back. Whew. A few more of those. We are out of here. Ooh. So, if you're looking at this and thinking, oh, he went down in weight. No, Brandon went up in weight. He was doing 25. He wanted to do 35. So I said, well, let's do 25s over here. Put the 10s and the 45s away and bring you a 35. So he did 35, set 25s on. So it's 5 pounds heavier each side than what I was doing. So 10 pounds heavier total. So not that we were going that heavy. This has been very pumpish, just very, just fatiguing the muscles, getting a good pump in. As I say it for the 50th time. Oh, like, shut up, fat man, and hit your set. Shut up, fat man. Brian. Oh. Oh. That's pretty heavy for the bent over rows, not gonna lie. Oh. 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 Whew. We will go down and wait for that next set. But that's all right. Last set. Now, some of you are gonna say, "Oh, you went down and wait." Correct. That last set of bent over rows was way too heavy. So you'll lighter. I'll just hit more reps. I'm gonna go to failure on both, and we're gonna call it good. I got a protein bar over here waiting for me with 17 grams of protein in. If you haven't had them, the Built Puff Bars have to be the best protein bar in the market. Outside of harder than last time. Code JS15, get 15% off. But I didn't say that. Oh, God. That was good. I'm going to eat this protein bar, and you're going to see me in the car. Bye. I love you. All right, guys. That is a workout complete. Someone's flying in here like a bat out of hell. So I'm backing up. Got the whole parking lot where you could park, and you decide to fly through the parking lot right behind me as I'm backing up. People got so much common sense. You gotta love it. But workout complete. Today was definitely a little different. Way higher intensity. 2 very good supersets, both at the beginning and the end there. And you're probably wondering, what got into you? What's up with like the extra intensity and pushing yourself? Like you came in and freaking put in some work today. At least I think I did, and I feel like I did. But I came in with a lot of frustration today. It's a pretty well-known meme But it's also a pretty well known truth that heartbreak is really good for gym motivation. And if any of you recall, if you've watched it, the last cardio day video, I kind of got into the whole, and that's been over a month ago. So that tells you how long me and this person were talking. But I talked about, you know, at the time I thought I was about to be living on the streets, living in my car. It was a pretty crap day, but I had some things going for me. Like I could finally go get a job instead of staying at home taking care of dad and the foster kids. I could finally focus on this. I could, you know, live my life a little bit. And I had my best friend, Brandon, my gym partner, by my side. I had this amazing woman I was talking to and dating. And after a little while together, last Saturday, out of the blue, she broke up with me. And, we talked for a while. And she said she didn't think this was going to work, right? That's a pretty definitive breakup. That doesn't exactly leave much room for interpretation. Maybe we'll get back together, or maybe we'll work it out. That's pretty definitively, I don't think this is going to work, so it's just over. So I was pretty upset, and we were exchanging texts, and she hits me with, no, I said I wanted a break and to be friends and to stay friends during the break and try again later. I was like, no, you didn't. You definitively said, we're done. You even said the words, you don't think this is going to work. And she's like, well, I meant to say, which is a load of crap. She was backpedaling. But, I was like, fine, whatever. So we've been talking. And it seems like everything was fine, even to the point that there's a little faith being restored, a little bit of, okay, maybe she did mean to say that. I don't know, doesn't make much sense why you would say, I don't think this is going to work, and give a pretty definitive breakup if you meant to say, I want to take a short break and try again. But whatever, trying to trust her because she has earned that trust over the time we've been together. And then out of the blue last night, she blocked me on everything. No warning. Everything seemed fine. She was texting me while I was at work, so I was kind of busy. So it's not like I was giving long responses. It's not like I was responding very fast, but I was responding as fast as I could. She knew I was at work. She knew I had stuff going on. So I don't know if she ended up getting mad at me or anything like that, but she definitely just kind of out of nowhere left my life. And so that kind of played into today's workout. The intensity kind of came from a rage from being very frustrated about that whole situation. And it's probably going to play into the next few workouts. But that's kind of, there's the lore behind today's workout, is the intensity was a little up, and I knew that I was coming in with a lot of frustration and a lot of pent up anger that I wanted to get out in the workout. So that's why I started less with the drop set. I was hoping I'd get it, or with the superset. I was hoping to get it out of my system with that set, but it took the whole workout to get it out of my system, and it's still a bit there. So it's what it is. I'm not going to sit here and drill on it. It led to a good workout, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to get going. Brandon wants to hang out, but I'll see you guys tomorrow for chest day.